Hey guys, how's it going? I am back for Skyrim Part 5. I think it's Part 5. Maybe it's 6. I don't even know at this point. But hopping back into Skyrim today, I was basically just sneaky thief last time and then read through a couple of books. But yeah, I'm just gonna hop right in again. Okay, here we are, guys. Right where we left off. I kind of spent time walking around and sneaking things. I hope that Cassia's contact mission wasn't like a time sensitive thing because I was just chilling. I hope it's not an issue. I'm carrying so many books. But they're all like £1, so... Wait, yeah, I was gonna sell the thief one. Because we already read that one. I only kept it because it had a little bit of value to it. But I might actually have to sacrifice carrying around all of this stolen wine. Drink a little bit of it. And then I'll drop that. It puts me at... Still too much. Okay. I think I'm gonna drop the raw rabbit leg because we can get that again. And somehow we're ending up with so much of it. So... More stolen wine? I ended up with so much... so much stolen wine. I really had hopes to sell it. But with the carrying these books and stuff, there's just no way. I'm just so... overweight. There we go. We can look at all the meat. No, these people like are gonna wake up to all their stuff stolen, but at the same time, just this like banquet of meat and wine. That's hilarious. Okay. So, we just walked up here. I couldn't get into this house. I think it was locked. No. Open gray main house. This is the one we just went into. There's stairs going up to, I think, the main mission. But we've got this over there. A wall over there, like a gate, and this. So, I'm gonna head in here. And I think I need to go into the merchant's place. I haven't been in his place yet.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrelstein, put that down. She's here to help us.
Avrelstein?
How do we know she's not spying for Battleborn? This was foolish.
Why you gotta charge at me?
Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just
You're gonna
talk.
break your neck if you look at me like that from that angle.
Yorlin,
So,
dearest,
you're here to help?
Would you like me to fix you something?
Yeah, what can I do?
I know that
I'll
Thorald's
venison
not
pie,
dead.
maybe
I just know
with
it.
a nice cup
The
of
Imperials
wine.
have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns. They know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help.
What sort of proof do you need?
Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard.
I just walk up and I throw butter on them. Why do you think the Battleborns are involved?
The Battleborns. the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
Well, best if you don't axe me down with your giant great axe. Because that was terrifying. Sir. Okay, so one thing I did out of game is I read if there's a quicker, easier way to switch to your favorites. I think it said somewhere in PC you can like add these things to a number tab, and I don't know how to do that yet, but I think it's possible. So I will try to figure that out for next time. And don't need to walk around the town with her helmet on. Whoa, where'd Granny go? Where'd you go? Oh, you guys have a lot of... Dude, I have so many books already I'm not going to take from here right now because it's just going to weigh me down and I have to get through like a lot of them. Ooh. Does he come up here? I mean, I guess I could just... I'll just fast forward this part because I'm just going to look and see if any of them give me a skill or anything. Be right back.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, never mind. He's
Last warning. Leave.
He's
now.
yelling at me because everyone's like sleeping. Okay, we'll look through him later then. Oh, it's morning. Hello, cutie. You want to snoof my hand? You can't lift my hand up. Ugh. There. Hello. Again, I just eat sacks of flour. Just shoveling it in. By the handful. Why? Why is this an option that I can do? Okay, so we do have another house over here. This was locked earlier. Still locked. That's... Okay, that's back. So that's the temple. That's... the one place. This is... the temple. Wait, no, that's the temple. Holy cow, I'm so, like, lost. You're the house that just came out of Greymane. So I haven't been this way, and I haven't been into the giant...
You're the best. Can you be my mother?
Why are kids literally asking me to adopt them everywhere?
Lady, could you spare a coin?
Did I pick up a mod? Yeah, kid, I don't even have a house. I basically, like, live out of my pockets. Okay, so I think this is a big place.
Are those two at it again? Come on now. Watch the footwork. Keep
Oh.
your balance. Come on!
Yeah, beat him!
Get in there and
Beat him, go!
You think you stand a chance?
Punch his helmet off! Yeah! I just run in there swinging. My turn!
Asura curse you!
Yeah, and saw each other. Go! Beat him down! Oh, I'm tired. Who's winning?
You think you stand a chance?
Does this end?
Mercy!
Oh! He's down. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I guess it's over now. You threatened to kill the other person. Ooh, look at this literal bucket of ale. Oh, you scared me, companion. It's such a beautiful little hall of like cream thingies, cream treats, venison. Looks good. Tilma the Haggard. I love how she's
you
the first
feeling
person
all
I'm
right,
talking
dear?
to.
You look a little ill.
Stop it. Who are the companions?
A good bunch of men and women who make too much a mess, if you ask me. Goodbye, dear.
Telegerd's Tale? Hallgerd's. Well, I'm not gonna take it. I just have way too many books already. Steal. I probably will get murdered instantly if I try stealing from here. Except looking in a couple of drawers. Oh, poop. That put me over my weight, of course. What is that? That thing looks really weird. Okay. I guess, really, I shouldn't be picking stuff like that up because I can't sell it until I figure out how to sell stolen goods. Rhea?
Yes?
Who's in charge around here?
The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skewer, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Kodlak advises them, but he doesn't really give orders.
Who are the companions?
Only the most famous warrior band in all of Skyrim.
I'm new.
Even
I'm new
the
here.
Horkers. When we arrive,
How dare
blood is
you?
spilled and
I don't even know what a
ivory
Horker
sing to
is.
the glories of Ysgramor. This is life, sister. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath.
It's very warrior of you. Why did you join the companions?
I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl.
Everyone's
Haven't you
watching
heard the
me.
stories of Kodlak and Skewer fighting off the 101 orc berserkers?
No.
Skewer says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides.
Rhea's cool. Okay, let's
Farewell.
talk to Athos.
Ah, fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself.
Who's in charge around here?
Soon enough, it'll be me. In the meanwhile, the Circle
Very
handles
cocky
our
of
daily
you.
routine, and Kodlak advises them as Harbinger.
Who are the companions?
Why would you even come to Jorvaskr without knowing what we stand for?
I investigate
This is not
everything.
play acting here. We are the true spirit of Skyrim. Honor is in our blood, death in our hearts. If you seek either, you've found the right place.
Why did you join the companions? And how are you going to be in charge when you got your butt kicked?
Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory.
All right.
Safe travels.
Thanks. Okay. Got some people over here now. Vignar Greymane.
You look awful. Better not get me sick.
Everyone says I look sick. Tell me about Greymanes.
Oh, we've got an old saying. The Grey Manes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim. Well, maybe that's not entirely true, but our clan's got a long and proud history in this old. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways, and the Grey Mane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father.
Who are the companions?
No, they used to be something. Nowadays, they just squabble amongst themselves. Take my advice and keep away. You look too smart to get caught up with this bunch.
Your clans used to be friends?
Aye. We used to be fast friends. It was
Pie.
long ago. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans. we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. When the troubles began, he took the
Hello, sir.
Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then.
Why did you join the companions then?
Well, when you get to be my age, you don't
Sir?
remember why you did much of anything. Only that it happened.
That guy teleports. What about your rivals, the Battleborns?
Aye, they're an old clan like ours. But they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming, and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's power like the rest of them, with no regard for honor and tradition.
Well,
I was done talking anyway.
Someone just went outside. There are a lot of people here. Okay. Just quickly looking through the books here. Oh, I've read both of those. I haven't read that one, though. Brief History of the Empire Part 4. There's 4 parts to that. Ooh, a bowl full of cream tarts. Oh, he's watching me. There's a coin purse standing right there. If I get caught by these guys, I'm really going down. Okay. History of the Empire version 1. I would steal it, but again, I'm not going to. 2 things of silver. Ode to the Tundra Striders, the real whatever, and kill before you kill. Brill?
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
You're the teleporting man. Who are the companions?
To hear Vignar tell it, we're a bunch of layabouts and useless whiners who used to know how to fight. But he thinks everything used to be better. I, for one, would trust any companion with my life.
Why did you join the companions?
Oh, I'm not a companion myself. I just helped Vignar. He took me in when I was having a tough time and, well, I owe him.
Alright, alright.
Farewell, my lady.
A lot of people love it here. That's a chest. I don't know how to... I don't know if I can get that stuff. There's no one in the hall, right? Oh, no. Okay, looks like I can go outside or down. And there was a lot of people down, so let's check out the living quarters. Coin purse. It was only, wait, it was, I can't even laugh about that. It was only 5 coins. Six. I opened it. Oh. She didn't care much though, because I guess unless, like, you're okay unless you take something. That's good to know, because I can check what's in things.
Hey, hands off!
And that was completely an accident. Because I can now I can check to see what's in things, and they won't get mad. Ooh, a pie. That's coming with me. It looks like I need to... I'll just go ahead and eat it. Okay, I can check. And find a check. Alright, I'm not taking anything else stolen anymore because I just can't fit it. I will take salt, but Wow, I'm so cumbered. That should fix it. Okay, that's probably all I need here. Oh, what is all this? Potent stamina potion. That's dang nice. I can clearly tell. Drought of Vigor. Boots. I've got the Kumba. 7 gold. So you kind of accumulate gold here if you... okay, I'm just gonna fast forward. I'm gonna quickly look through the books. Okay, I looked through the books and I just took the items that were there, and I did not gain any skill points from. Oh, I want them. One gold. Draught of Night. I don't know if that book's any good. A sweet roll. Yes, please. Okay. I think I could probably eat whatever that thing was. Oh. Here we go. Eating things again. Blue Dartwing. Delicious. Charis eggs. Weakness to poison discovered from Charis eggs. Cyrodiilic Spaditail. Oh no. Okay, just stick these feathers in my mouth. Damage Magica discovered. Okay, I am gonna eat an Ice Wraith Teeth because I have to, but that's concerning. Orange Dartwing. I love eating bugs. I don't really need to carry around a skeever tail. It's just heavy. Taproot. This looks more expensive, but I'm gonna eat it. Ooh, and void slots are really expensive. I should probably not be eating this, but I'm gonna eat it. Because now I know what they do for the rest of time, you know? I can't really use it in alchemy unless I know. Unless I weirdly eat it, right? Okay, I'm gonna drop volume 2 of this book because without the first one, I'm also gonna do the same with volume 3. Yeah. Ooh, I still can't walk. Jeez, I picked up a lot of stuff. Bone meal's kind of heavy. Whoa, how did I get Bulgarf's Greatsword? Damage 22? That's cool. I wonder if I upgrade it, if it will be just as good. It looks a lot like the other one, but... Okay. Drop in a little bit of ale, and now I should be able to... Oh, dang it, I still can't walk. Okay. That. There we go. Okay, nasty honey things. Salt I'm not gonna carry anymore right now. Basket. There's so much food. Volume 56. Okay. Ooh, got 22 from that. Seal from large sack. It's just tomatoes. Nothing else. Nothing else. I mean, the loot, but... Okay. We have checked this location. Let's cross and check over here. Volume 7 of the songs book. I have to find the first one. I don't even need any more food, you know? Troll fat. 10. Ooh. Oh. Can I do this? I'm gonna try, guys. I'll be right back after I've given this quite a few tries. Oh, I got in pretty quickly, actually. How do I take it? I'm stealing that book for sure. The Elven Bow's coming with me. Sweet, I actually got in pretty dang quickly. Skirmisher's Elixir. Slaughterfish egg? I think I've eaten that. The Cake and the Diamond. I would love to read that one, but... Okay, fast forward, I'm just gonna drop a couple of items. Okay, I've dropped a few items. Hopefully nothing too valuable. But I will continue looking around the room. I'm really happy I got the expert lockpick. You've entered the command state. To issue a command to your follower, move to the commands appear. Give that order. Next to the command state. What? How did I get in the command state? Did I hit a key? I don't know how I did that, but I need to figure that out because that will be really useful if I can, like, order them to a specific location. Look at all the silver ingot. Steal from chest. Just take gold. The fine boots would sell for a bit, but again, I can't sell anything yet. Ooh. Expert again? Okay, guys, I'll fast forward through this. Or not, because I got it so fast. It's just a steel dagger. It's just a steel dagger. Here, I'll just give it to her.
Can I help you? If that is what you wish. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Nightshade. Alto wine. Oh, that's empty. Barrels to stacks of flour. Creep cluster. Swamp fungal pod. Oh, fire salts. Okay, I am going to fast forward again through the books. I got an objective, find Red Eagle's sword. Like a mission.
Excuse me.
Excuse
Haven't
you.
seen your face before. I'm watching you.
Hello.
What now?
Where do you stand on the war?
None of our business. There's no honor to be had in the squabbling of Jarls.
Who are the companions?
Ask any fool around here and get a different answer.
It's true.
Mercenaries, warriors of honor,
Everyone says
brothers
different
and
things.
sisters of the blade, drunken rabble. Take your pick. I've been here longer than most of them. Even I don't know sometimes. I just hope they don't kill each other.
Why did you join the companions?
I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City. I came home to Skyrim when it was all over.
I like his
I
armor.
wasn't much good at anything other than fighting. Wandered around as a blade for
Oh,
hire.
hello.
It was a damned good one, too. The money was good, and the women were good, and the drinks were good. But I was losing myself, my heart. I was lucky the companions found me. Now there's a reason to be fighting. The honor of my brothers and sisters is worth more than coin.
You don't
Of
sound
course
to
the
like them
money's
much,
still
though.
good. And the drinks.
Can I join the companions?
So you think you have what it takes? Huh. Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Kodlak. Who knows? Maybe he's in a generous mood. All right then.
Who are you?
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Ayla the Huntress.
Isgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
Where do you stand on the war?
Kodlak says not to worry about it. I worry that a bunch of snowberries are out there earning glory while we stay out of it. But I will follow the old man's lead, as ever.
Who are the companions?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the companions?
Never
An
heard of
order
anything.
warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the
Except for
coin
a
is good
Tundra
enough.
Strider. Why did you join the companions?
My mother was a companion, and her mother, and all the women in my family back to Harati Blackblade. I stayed with my father in the woods until I was old enough for my trial. We hunted everything there was to hunt. Good training. Ma didn't live long enough to see me join, but I fight to honor her and all my shield sisters through time.
Can I join?
We don't just take in any milk drinker who stumbles in. Talk to Kodlak if you think you have what it takes to be a companion.
Sweet.
I'll
Well,
take my leave then.
I know who to talk to
You
now.
again.
I'm glad I managed to steal all those things. What's back
But I
here?
still hear the call of the
Ooh.
blood. We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome. You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily. Leave that to me.
Leave that to me. Oh, there's a display case up there. Well, I can open it. But the problem is, what the heck is up there? Daedra heart. Giant's toe? Eh. Okay, fast forward, I'm just gonna look through these books again. Okay. Oh, there's a couple more. Ooh, two-handed. Ooh. Okay, look at the map. No. There are so many treasures in here. This is the most tempting room yet. Troll slaying. I like the picture. Dang, there's gotta be people in here constantly. I mean, that's cool looking. That's the really nice hammer. But this one, that looks awesome. And I have no idea what's up here. And I kind of want that Daedra heart, so. I mean, there's also coin purses, like random items, and just a lot of good stuff I can steal. First revolt, Song of Return. Vilkis?
Great. Another ambitious visitor. You think you can just wander in here and join us?
Where do you stand on the war?
There are always good reasons to fight. I just wish this war had them. Who cares who worships what dead god? Give me something to make me draw my sword.
Who are the companions?
You'll hear some of the brighter faces around here talk about honor and glory. I've got nothing against it, but for me, the promise of coin is what feeds my blade. Wherever someone in Skyrim doesn't feel up to defending their own honor, we'll take up their burden.
Why did you join?
To hear Farkas tell it, our father raised us here as happy pups, running around, biting knees. I love my brother, but his brains are not his strong suit. We were brought here by Jurgen. Whether he was our father or not, I don't care. He left to fight in the Great War and never came back. So he's not my problem anymore. We've been here as long as either of us can remember, though. So try to show some respect.
Can I join?
I don't know if you're capable, and I don't have time to find out. If Kodlak will vouch for you, I might have some work you could do.
Ooh. Getting really tired. Oh, you're Kodlak. Am I ready to talk to you? I'm all fuzzy, blurry, tired.
A stranger comes to our hall.
Where do you stand on the war?
Politics are something best avoided. I prefer more personal confrontations myself.
Who are the companions?
Your question carries more weight than you may know, newcomer. The sort of thing some of us spend our lives pondering. The difference between a noble band of warriors and a
Getting
ragged
blurry.
bunch of assassins is as thin as a blade's edge. I try to hold us to the right path.
Why did you join?
Like most of our band, I found this family after losing my own. I traveled the length and breadth of this land, learning all I could of the sword and the axe. I was just a boy, but I had the fire of a man in my heart. Eventually, my body caught up to my spirit. My predecessor, Askar, found me in Hammerfell. I was serving as a bodyguard for some weak-necked lord out there. He brought me back here, and I realized that I was actually coming home. I worked to bring honor to this family, and to the family that I lost. For my mother, my father, and my grandfather. For all my shield siblings. Family and honor. That's what it means to be one of us, girl.
I would like to join. I don't know if anything negative comes from joining, but I don't see any reason not to, since I need to learn how to do two-handed.
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, girl?
Let's be honest. I have much to learn.
That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye.
I'm following you now? Oh, Vilkis. We're off! Train with the Vilkis. I gotta train with the Vilcus, guys. Don't mind that. Nothing. Thanks for inviting me into your team. I'm assuming out back, because they said yard. Ooh, I can barely see. I barely see. There's the Vilcus.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this.
Okay. Ancient Nord Greatsword for now.
Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Never should have come when the newcomer
Oh.
looks
slow to me.
Gotta let my stamina go back up. Oh, I have no stamina.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
God, I can barely see. I hope they let me stay here so I can sleep. Oh, people are screaming. I'll just ignore whatever that's about for now.
What brings you here?
Oh. Vickis sent me with his sword.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
News already spread that fast? Does Vickis always send newcomers on errands?
Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions.
Someone has to be in charge, though.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman, her own.
Are you a companion?
Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel.
Alright, need to be going.
I have a favor to ask.
Ah, dang it. What is it?
I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me.
I'm happy to lend a hand.
Well done.
Be snarky and be like, but you just said. Give me good advice. Why not help him out? Oh, dang. I need life to not be this insane. I'll talk to people later. My eyeballs. I can barely see.
Fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself.
Thank you. I will try. Currently, I can't do squats because I see nothing. Hello, my friend.
I hear you have spirit. This is good. You may yet join us.
Yes.
Keep up the effort, young one. Eyes on the horizon. Always.
All these younglings scampering around.
Who do I talk to then? Okay, so we need to bring the shield to Ayla before we can do anything.
That's not what I'm worried about.
What then?
That they might get themselves killed.
There's more things to steal down here. I didn't check that, like, first room. Clearly there's something behind the room where the guy was sitting. And there's so much good stuff in there. But I'm gonna run the quest, hoping that they let me stay in their place. Because I can't see anything. Wait a second. Oh, she's in here. Okay. Oh, she was downstairs. Oh, I'm just going the wrong way for nothing. Hello? Hello.
If you wish to hunt with me, Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience.
I have
to
your
deal with
shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
Yeah.
This is the whelp that Vilkas mentioned.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
No, he went easy on me. I'm just gonna say I don't care for boasting.
Ah, a woman who lets her actions speak for her. I knew there was something I liked about you. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
A bed. I do get a bed.
Call me.
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelp sleep.
Yes,
New
bed.
blood. Oh, hello. I'm Farkas. Come, follow me.
Met your brother.
Skjor and
Get
Hale
away
like
from
to
me.
tease But they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired.
I'm so
Mama will
tired.
keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work.
Thank you.
Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Thank you,
By the way,
Farkas.
if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
Dang it. I can handle that.
Try not to get carried away. By the
You
way,
look worse than I feel.
Oh my gosh. Let me in. Where's the bed? Where is the bed?
I'm still
Dang it.
trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Oh my gosh, we needed sleep so badly. I'm just gonna sleep a whole 24 hours. I don't even know if that will be enough to fix my bar at this point. We needed sleep so bad. So bad. There we go. Now we can level up too. I'm gonna throw some more points into magic. I have one perk I can use. Oh, that's tough. I don't know if I want to do... I do not think I'm going to do illusion. I know some people do illusion for battle mage, but I just don't think I'm gonna hop into it at all. I would rather be able to do a little bit of conjuring. Destruction, definitely. Restoration, maybe, until I get to a point where I can up my stamina. I think that there's one... Respite. Healing spells also restore stamina. I think that's what we're gonna go for, because we're gonna be battling, and it will be nice to have a stamina bonus. Alteration or enchanting? Enchanting is for your weapons. What is the soul siphon? Death blows to creatures, but not people. This looks like... Yeah, enchanting looks like what we're gonna need for Battle Mage. I'm not sure, but... Yeah. Stronger magic you can bind to your weapon and armor. Alteration is... Stone Flash could be really useful. Oh, but it only works if you're not wearing armor. Ooh, but absorbing 30% of the magic that hits you, that's worthy path to go on. And magic resistance. So I don't care much for Stone Flash because I'm going to be wearing heavy armor, but... Dang, how do I get to it? Stability. But Magicka absorption and this one, magic resistance, are going to be really big. So, it's probably worth going down that road a bit. I don't know. Conjure, smithing, two-handed, something like that. Yes, we're healed.
One day when you...
I can see. Okay, let's go ahead and eat. 220 points of hunger. Wow. I am now satisfied, but let's go ahead and eat until we are well fed. Well fed.
You should probably be in bed. You're looking a bit under the weather.
Everyone still says I'm so sick.
That's how the circle works.
They're lording it over us all the time.
I was the newest companion until you came along.
All this stuff
Guess
is...
that's
Oh.
okay.
They've
Just
lived.
means I can show you the ropes.
Thank you, everyone. The 1,000 of people that are down here right now talking at me. Is there anything in this? Ooh, 6
Hey
gold.
there. I killed a bear yesterday. Did you kill anything?
I've killed a bear. Managed to kill one bear
I'm still
before.
trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Yes?
Okay, no need to surround me, everyone. You're
If
the person who beat up that
I
guy.
haven't got all day.
Why did you join the companions?
So I wouldn't have to answer stupid questions from idiots.
What sass? What does it mean to be a companion?
Just because you've been accepted here so quickly, don't think I'm gonna help you rise any faster.
Why not?
Fight well, don't
me
be
the
a lout,
secrets.
and you'll be fine. You don't need my help.
I need the secrets. Can you train me to block? Oh no. No, I don't need to block.
Yes?
Search dresser. Oh. What's this? Gloves. Large sack of cabbage.
The latest recruit, right?
Oh.
Wait, is that right?
Torvar?
Might head down to the meadery later.
See what they're brewing up. Now it looks like they're letting
Smell
anybody.
the honey on the wind.
Your eyes are bright red. Why did you join the companions?
A man of my station has many debts. I'm not much use at labor or learning, but I can throw a punch with the best of them. The companions let me fight for gold, and so I fight.
What does it mean to be a companion?
It means when I have troubles, I always have someone on my side. We have shield siblings to keep our backs as dangerous as our fronts. I think.
What do you mean, I think?
All right, then.
Empty?
I'm
Tomatoes.
going to East March if I can. Something in
Carrots
the air.
up there.
I think it's just too close.
Walking the world.
Border.
It's a lot of volumes there. Okay, I've really talked to all these people. So, it's really nice to have a bed somewhere in the world. Okay, I've checked everything. Well, I haven't really talked to Vargas.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
Where do you stand on the war?
Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning.
Why did you join the companions?
Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us.
What does it mean to be a companion?
I've never been a smart one, but the companions welcome anyone with the heart of a warrior. When we step into battle, we fight for our own name and the name of the companions.
Oh, he does heavy armor.
I'll show you what I can about protecting yourself.
Until I buy a house where I can store stuff. It's nice to have a bed, but until I buy a house where I can store stuff, I don't know if I want to throw money at things. But we need to remember Fergus for heavy armor.
You a job. Now get to it.
Okay. This room is going to very rarely be... Oh, okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. I did not realize at all that I was muted for like an hour there. But, let's see. I think I was just stealing from places, and I will just go ahead and quickly... Hopefully I fast-forwarded that for you. But yeah. I definitely did not realize I was muted for the second half of my video. So I've gone back just a little bit. I've decided that I am going to walk in here and talk to the Jarl and start this quest. And then after that, I will probably read for the day because I've gotten so many books that I've like overcome myself again. But I don't know how much content I lost, so I apologize. I will just, like I said, I'll fast forward through that stuff till here. Hopefully I didn't lose too many missions in that area. I really just stole stuff from everyone. Not too much else happened. I introduced myself to all the people.
There's no telling what it means.
And yeah.
What would you have me do then?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
I just think we need more information.
Girder sent me. Riverwood is in danger.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
I was told to give the message directly to the Jarl.
Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me.
No, I don't think you'll believe me.
I want to hear what she has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger?
A dragon destroyed Helgen. Gerda is afraid Riverwood is next.
Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong?
I was there. I saw the dragon burn Helgen to the ground.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The
If
Jarl
that dragon is lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
People are starting to
That would be best.
believe in it.
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Steel armor.
Is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Sweet. Dragon Quest. Well, I'm really overcumbered. So it doesn't matter. We'll just stay with him and walk behind him.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet.
At least
that
he's
may
honest.
Or may not actually be
What does this have to do with the dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main
Bleak
chamber,
Falls
and bring it to me.
Barrow, you say?
Simplicity itself.
Oh, do you mean this old stone?
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
So, what about my reward?
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avani.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Sweet.
Farengar.
Huh? Who?
Farengar, you need to come at once. A
Yeah.
dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun,
A chance to steal.
stop it.
Oh!
Let's go.
A chance to steal stuff, guys. This is just a great opportunity to take everything while they're not here. Nothing in there? Nothing there. Nothing in his bed table. Looks like just pots and a plate over there. Okay. Whoa, so many books. So many books. Ooh, I'm getting... Oh my gosh, there's so many books here. The Cabin in the Woods. Book of Daedra. Okay, guys. I'm not sure how much content I ended up losing, but I will just go ahead and call it here. And I'm gonna go ahead and read some of the books because I'm so cumbered that like I need the space anyways. And then next time we will run back and figure out what's going on with the dragon. So for those of you that want to stay and I'm just gonna read through some lore, you can stay, and everyone else, thanks for hopping on. Okay, guys. We've got Ancestors of the Drunmer. Ghosts walk among them. The departed souls of the Drunmer, and perhaps those of all races, persist after death. The knowledge and power of the departed ancestors benefits the bloodlines of Drunmer houses. The bond between the living family members and the immortal ancestors is partially blood, partially ritual, and partially volitional. A member brought into the house through marriage binds himself through ritual and oath into a clan, and gains communication and benefits from the clan's ancestors. However, his access to the ancestors is less than his offspring, and he retains some access to the ancestors of his own bloodline. The family shrine. Each resident has a family shrine. In poorer homes, it may be no more than a hearth or alcove, where family relics are displayed and venerated. In wealthy homes, a room is set aside for the use of ancestors. This shrine is called the waiting door, the representatives of the door to Oblivion. Here, the family members pay their respects to their ancestors through sacrifice and prayer, through oaths and sworn upon duties, and through reports of the affairs of the family. In return, the family may receive information, training, and blessings from the family's ancestors. The ancestors are thus the protectors of the home, and especially the precincts of the waiting door. The ghost fence. It is the family's most solemn duty to make sure their ancestors' remains are interred properly in a city of the dead, such as Necrom. Here the spirits draw comfort from one another against the chill of the mortal world. However, as a sign of great honor and sacrifice, an ancestor may grant that part of his remains to be retained to serve as part of a ghost fence protecting the clan's shrine and family precincts. Such an arrangement is often part of the family member's will, that a knucklebone shall be saved out of his remains and incorporated with solemn magic and ceremony into a clan ghost fence. In more exceptional cases, an entire skeleton or even a preserved corpse may be bound into a ghost fence. These remains become a beacon and focus their ancestral spirits, and for the spirit of the remains in particular. The more remains used to make a ghost fence, the more powerful the fence is, and the most powerful mortals in life have the most powerful remains. The great ghost fence created by the tribunal to hold back the blight incorporates the bones of many heroes in the temple and the houses Indoril and Redoran, who dedicated their spirits to the temple and the clan as their surrogate families. The ghost fence also contains bones taken from the catacombs of Necrom and the many battlefields of Morrowind. The mortal chill. Spirits do not like to visit the mortal world, and they do so only out of duty and obligation. Spirits tell us that the other world is more pleasant, or at least more comfortable for spirits than our real world, which is cold, bitter, and full of pain and loss. Mad spirits. Spirits that are forced to remain in our world against their will may become mad spirits or ghosts. Some spirits are bound to this world because of some terrible circumstances of their death, or because some powerful emotion bond to a person, place, or thing. These are called hauntings. Some spirits are captured and bound to enchanted items by wizards. If the binding is involuntary, the spirit usually goes mad. A will spirit may or may not retain its sanity, depending on the strength of the spirit and the wisdom of the enchanter. Some spirits are bound against their will to protect family shrines. This unpleasant fate is reserved for those who have not served the family faithfully in life. Dutiful and honorable ancestor spirits often aid in the capture and binding of the wayward spirits. These spirits usually go mad and make terrifying guardians. They are ritually prevented from harming mortals of their clans, but that does not necessarily discourage them from mischievous or peevish behavior. They are exceedingly dangerous for intruders. At the same time, if an intruder can penetrate the spirit's madness and play upon the spirit's resentment of his own clan, the angry spirits may be manipulated. Oblivion. The existence of Oblivion is acknowledged by all Tamriel cultures. There is little agreement on the nature of that other world, other than that it is the place where Adria and Daedra live, and that communication and travel are impossible between this world and Oblivion through magic and ritual. The Dunmer do not emphasize the distinction between this world and Oblivion, as do the human cultures of Tamriel. They regard our world and the other world as a whole, with many paths from one end to the other, rather than two separate worlds of different natures with distinct borders. This philosophical viewpoint may account for the greater affinity of elves for magic and its practices. Foreign views on Dunmer ancestor worship, and spirit magic. The Ultimiri and Bosmir cultures also venerate their ancestors, but only by respecting the orderly and blissful passage of these spirits from this world to the next. That is, wood elves and high elves believe it is cruel and unnatural to encourage the spirits of dead to linger in their world. Even more grotesque and repugnant is the display of the bodily remains of ancestors in ghost fences and ash pits. The presentation of finger bones in a family shrine, for example, is sacrilegious to the Bosmir, who eat their dead, and barbaric to the Ultimir, who inter their dead. The human cultures of Tamriel are ignorant and fearful of dark elves and their culture, considering them to be inhuman and evil, like orcs and Argonians, but more sophisticated. The human populations of Tamriel associate Dunmeri as Dunmeri ancestor worship and spirit magic with necromancy. In fact, this association with dark elves and necromancy is at least partially responsible for the dark reputation of Dunmer throughout Tamriel. This is generally an ignorant misconception, for necromancy outside the acceptable clan rituals is a most abhorrent abomination in the eyes of Dunmer. The dark elves would never think of practicing sorcery and necromancy upon any dark elf or upon the remains of any elf. However, dark elves consider the human and orcish races to be little more than animals. There is no injunction against necromancy upon such remains, or on the remains of any animal, bird, or insect. Imperial policy officially recognizes the practice of Dunmeri ancestor veneration and spirit magic as a religion, and protects their freedom to pursue such practices so long as they do not threaten the security of the Empire. Privately, most Imperial officials and traders believe dark elf ancestor worship and displays of remains are barbaric or even necromantic. Trilvani necromancy. The Trilvani are adept masters of necromancy. They do not, however, practice necromancy upon the remains of dark elves. Saint Trilvani regard such practices with loathing and righteous anger. They do not practice necromancy upon the remains of animals and upon the remains of humans, orcs, and Argonians, who are technically no more than animals in Morrowind. Oh, sorry. They do practice. Publisher's note. This book was written by an unknown scholar as a guide of foreign visitors to Morrowind. shortly after the armistice was signed. Many of these practices have since fallen into disfavor. The most obvious changes are those regarding the practice of necromancy and the Great Ghost Fence. Dunmer today regard necromancy upon any of the accepted races as an abomination. The Ghost Fence has forced many changes in the practice of ancestor worship, with the vast majority of ancestors' remains going to strengthen the Great Ghost Fence around the mountain of Dagoth-Ur. Very few clan ghost fences in Morrowind. The temple discourages such practices among the houses as selfish. The upkeep of family tombs and private waiting doors has also fallen into disfavor, as very few remains have been buried in these tombs and shrines since the armistice. In recent years, most Dunmer venerate a small portion of their ancestor remains kept at a local temple. Interesting. Interesting stuff about kind of the history of necromancy and how every clan treats their dead kind of differently. A Beggar Prince. The story of Weedle and his gifts from the Daedric Nord Nymeria. We look down upon the beggars of the Empire. These lost souls are the poor and wretched of the land. Every city has its beggars. Most are so poor they have only the clothes on their backs. They eat the scraps that the rest of us throw out. We toss them a coin so we don't have to think too long about their plight. Imagine my surprise when I heard the tale of the Beggar Prince. I could not imagine what a prince of beggars would be. Here is the tale I have heard. It takes place in the First Age, when gods walked like men and Daedra stalking the wilderness with impunity. It is the time before they were all confined to Oblivion. There once was a man named Weedle. Weedle. I'm just gonna call him a Weedle. Or maybe it was a woman. The story goes to great lengths to avoid declaring Weedle's gender. Weedle was the 13th child of the king in Valenwood. As such, Weedle was in no position to take the throne or even inherit much property or wealth. Weedle had left the palace to find independent fortune and glory. After many days of endless forest roads and tiny villages, Weedle came upon a 3-man surrounding a beggar. The beggar was swaddled in rags from head to toe. No portion of the vagabond's body was visible. The men were intent on slaying the beggar. With a cry of rage and indignation, Weedle charged the men with sword drawn. Being simple townsfolk, armed only with pitchforks and scythes, they immediately fled from the armored figure with the shining sword. "Many thanks for saving me," wheezed the beggar from beneath the heap of foul rags. Weedle could barely stand the stench. "What is your name, wretch?" Weedle asked. "I am Nymeria." Unlike the townsfolk, Weedle was well learned. That name meant nothing to them, but Weddle, I really don't know what his name is. It was an opportunity. "You're the Daedric Lord," Weedle exclaimed. "Why did you allow these men to harass you? You could have slain them with a whisper." I am pleased you recognize me," Nymeria rasped. "I am frequently reviled by townsfolk. It pleases me to be recognized for my attribute, if not for my name." Weddle knew that Nymeria was the Daedric Lord of anything gross and repulsive. Disease such as leprosy and gangrene were her domain. Where others might have seen danger, Weddle saw an opportunity. "Oh, great Nymeria, let me apprentice myself to you. I ask only that you grant me powers to make my fortune and forge a name for myself that will live through the ages. Nay, I make my way alone in this world. I have no need for an apprentice." Nymeria shambled off down the road. Weedle would not be put off. With a bound, Weedle was at Nymeria's heel, pressing the case for an apprentice. For 33 days and nights, Weedle kept up the debate. Nymeria said nothing, but Weedle's voice was ceaseless. Finally, on the 33rd day, Weedle was too hoarse to talk. Nymeria looked back on the suddenly silent figure. Weedle knelt in the mud at her feet, open hands raised in supplication. It would seem you have completed your apprenticeship to me after all, Nymeria declared. I shall grant your request. Weedle was overjoyed. I grant you the power of disease. You may choose to be afflicted with any disease you choose, changing them at will, so long as it has visible symptoms. However, you must always bear at least one. I grant you the power of pity. You may invoke pity in anyone that sees you. Finally, I grant you the power of disregard. You may cause others to disregard your presence. Weedle was aghast. These were not boons from which a fortune could be made. They were curses, each awful in his own right, but together they were unthinkable. How am I to make my fortune and forge a name for myself with these terrible gifts? As you have begged at my feet for 33 days and 33 nights, so shall you now beg for your fortune in the cities of men. Your name will become legendary among the beggars of Tamriel. The story of Weedle, the Prince of Beggars, shall be handed down through the generations. It was as if Nymeria predicted. Weedle was an irresistible beggar. None could see the wretch without desperately wanting to toss a coin at the huddled form. However, Weedle was also discovered that the power of disregard gave great access to secrets of the realms. People unknowingly said important things where Weedle could hear them. Weedle grew to know the comings and goings of every citizen in the city. To this day, it is said that you really want to know something, go ask the beggars. They have eyes and ears throughout the city. They know all the little secrets of the daily lives of its citizens. Interesting. We still have so many books. Oh, I accidentally picked up the line and lure again. Let's go through Biography of the Wolf Queen. And I will probably call it there, even though I have so many books, because I have been streaming for a while, even though I lost like an hour of stream today. But Biography of the Wolf Queen. So, we have few historical figures are viewed as unambiguously evil, but Potema, the so-called Wolf Queen of Solitude, surely qualifies for that dishonor. Born to the imperial family in the 67th year of the Third Era, Potema was immediately presented to her grandfather, the Emperor Uriel Septim II, a famously kind-hearted man who viewed the solemn, intense babe and whispered, "She looks like a she-wolf, about ready to pounce." Potema's childhood in the imperial city was certainly difficult from the start. Her father, Prince Pelagus Septim, and her mother, Quazara, showed little affection for their brood. Her eldest brother, Antiochus, 16th at Potema's birth, was already a drunkard and a womanizer, and famous in the empire. Her younger brothers, Sepphoris and Magnus, were born much later, so for years she was the only child in the imperial court. At the age of 14, Potema was a famous beauty with many suitors, but she was married to cement relations with King Mantergo of the Nordic Kingdom of Solitude. She entered the court, it was said, as a pawn, but she quickly became a queen. The elderly King Mantiquero, sorry if I'm butchering that, loved her and allowed her all the power she wished, which was total. When Uriel Septim II died the following year, her father was made emperor, and he faced a greatly depleted treasury, thanks to his father's poor management. Pelagus II dismissed the elderly council, forcing them to buy back their positions. In E397, after many miscarriages, the Queen of Solitude gave birth to a son, who she named Uriel after her grandfather. Mantiquero quickly made Uriel his heir. The queen had much larger ambitions for her child. 2 years later, Pelagus II died, many say poisoned by a vengeful former member, and his son Potema's brother, and Antiochus, I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, took the throne at age 48. It could be said that Antiochus' wild seed had yet to be sown, and the history books are nearly pornographic in their depictions of life at the imperial court during the years of his reign. Potaman, whose passion was for power, not fornication, was scandalized every time she visited the imperial city. Montatarco, king of Solitude, died this springtide after Plagueis II. Uriel ascended to the throne, ruling jointly with his mother. Doubtlessly, Uriel had the right and would have preferred to rule alone, but Pultama convinced him that his position was only temporary. He would have the empire, not merely the kingdom. In the castle Solitude, she entertained dozens of diplomats from other kingdoms of Skyrim, sowing seeds of discontent. Her guest list over the years expanded to include kings and queens of High Rock and Morrowind as well. For 13 years, Inticus ruled Tamriel and proved an able leader despite his moral laxity. Several historians point to proof that Pultama cast the spell that ended her brother's life, but evidence one way or another is lost in the sands of time. In any event, both she and her son Uriel were visiting the imperial court in E3 112 when Anticus died, and immediately challenged the rule of his daughter and heir, Kentra. Putima's speech to the Elder Council is perhaps helpful to students of public speaking. She began with flattery and self-praisement. My most august and wise friends, members of the Elder Council, I am but a provincial queen, and I can only assume to bring to issue what you yourselves have already pondered. She continued on to praise the late emperor, who was a popular ruler in spite of his flaws. He was a true septum and a great warrior, destroying, with your counsel, the near invincible armada of Pyridonia. But little time was wasted before she came to her point. The Empress Manga unfortunately did nothing to temper her brother's lustful spirit. In point of fact, no whore in the slums of the city spread out on more beds than she. Had she attended to her duties in the imperial bedchamber more faithfully, we would have a true heir to the empire, not a half-wit milk-sob bastards who call themselves the emperor's children. The girl called Kentra is popularly believed to be the daughter of Magna and the captain of the guards. It may be that she is the daughter of Magna and the boy who cleans the cistern. We can never know for certain, not as certainly as we can know the lineage of my son, Uriel, the last of the Septim dynasty. Despite Potama's eloquence, the Elder Council allowed Kentra to assume the throne as the Empress Kentra II. Potama and Uriel angrily returned to Skyrim and began assembling the rebellion. Details of the War of the Red Diamond were included in other histories. We need not recount the Empress Kentra's second eventual execution in High Rock in the year E3 114, nor the ascension of Potama's son, Uriel III, 7 years later. Her surviving brothers, Sepphoris and Magnus, fought the emperor and his mother for years, tearing the empire apart in civil war. When Uriel III fought his uncle Sepphoris in Hammerfell at the Battle of Ichadag in 3E 127, Potama was fighting her other brother, Uriel's uncle Magnus in Skyrim at the Battle of Falkenstar. She received word of her son's defeat and capture just as she was preparing to mount an attack on Magnus's weakest flank. The 61-year-old Wolf Queen flew into a rage and led the assault herself. It was a success, and Magnus and his army fled. In the midst of the victory celebration, Potama heard the news that her son, the Emperor, had been killed by an angry mob before he had made it to the trial in the imperial city. He had been buried to death within his carriage. When Sepphoris was proclaimed emperor, Potama's fury was terrible to behold. She summoned Jadra to fight for her, had her necromancers resurrect her fallen enemies as undead warriors, and mounted attack after attack in the forces of the Imperial Sepphoris won. Her allies began leaving her as her madness grew, and her only companions were the zombies and skeletons she had amassed over the years. The kingdom of Solitude became a land of death. Stories of ancient Wolf Queen being waited on by rotting skeleton chambermaids and holding war plans with vampiric generals terrified her subjects. Potaman died after a month-long siege on her castle in the year 3E137, and the age of 90. While she lived, she had been the Wolf Queen of Solitude, daughter of Emperor Plagueis II, wife of King Mantercho, aunt of the Empress Kintra II, mother of the Emperor Uriel III, and sister of the emperors in Antochus and Sepphoris. 3 years after her death, Antochus died and his eponymous brother Magnus took the throne. Her death hardly diminished her notoriety. Though there is little direct evidence of this, some theologians maintain that her spirit was so strong she became a Daedra after her death, inspiring mortals to mad ambition and treason. It is also said that her madness is so infused Castle Solitude that it infected the next king to rule there. Ironically, it was her 18-year-old nephew Pelagus, the son of Magnus. Whatever the truth of the legend, it is undeniable that when Pelagus left Solitude in 3E145 to assume the title of the Emperor Pelagus III, he quickly became known as Pelagus the Mad. It is even widely rumored that he murdered his father, Magnus. The Wolf Queen must surely have had the last laugh. Oh, that was a long one, but a very interesting one. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for sticking around, and have a good one. Bye, guys.